I'd like to welcome y'all to DSE, I believe Apocalypse. But it still look like we're celebrating Halloween still. And Omega, I'd like to thank you for your donation. Just remember, folks, we have a donation box behind me. That way, you can help keep DSE going on the way. But nonetheless, probably wondering who am I? Well, if you ain't been here for the last last couple months, I'm Mr. Slick Rick, and I'll be your fellow commentator. I'll be your commentator and host for the evening. All right, and we're gonna go ahead, and in case y'all missed it, thank you, Donald. But anyway, in case y'all missed it, I got. Oh, we're gonna get started. And coming out first is the lethal shot, Ryan Jordison. And his opponent, none other than Viper Ridge. And we have our official Alex Bangdale, making sure both of our competitors there are clean and clear. Well, apparently Ryan Jordison's a little bit in a hurry there. As these fails started off by locking horns. But Ryan, with his quickness, quickly turned that lockup into a wrist lock. And striking the elbow, but turns around and Viper, seeming like he doesn't fail anything, didn't fail that strike, turned around and got Ryan in a wrist lock of his own. And turns it right into a headlock. Well, it seems like Ryan is sitting there fighting, trying to trying to get out. But Viper turns it into a headlock takedown. That's kind of a smart thing to do on the little wrestlers there, because turn around and be able to make him waste more energy. Ryan fighting to his fate and shoves Viper and then does an Irish whip against the ropes. But Ryan catches him with a clothesline, hanging him out to dry. Viper's turn with the Irish whip, but Ryan uses the ropes as a springboard to do that crossbody and just taking Viper down to the mat. As Ryan goes for a pin and only gets a 1 count. Apparently, Ryan there is doing a little bit too much of showboating. As there comes Viper Rage with the chop block. As we have Viper Rage just stomping Ryan into the mat. Nice elbow drop to the head. As right now we have Viper Rage pulling Ryan to the center of the ring. And it seems that Ryan decided he had enough, so he ends up pushing Viper, and Viper getting caught up in the ropes. Not a good place to be. As he drop kicks him over the ropes into the outside of the ring. As Ryan keeps telling him to get up. As he does a vaulting moonsault, but it looks like Viper got out of the way. Oh, maybe not. And the ref's already up to 5. Seems like they're both getting up hurt as Ryan makes his way into the ring. And Viper follows at the count of 8. As Ryan connects with that super kick, dropping the big man down. As it gives for a pin. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. As Ryan throws Viper into the ropes, he does a corkscrew neck breaker with a death crawl. As he has so delicately corrected me. And was that an actual 3? And yes, that was a 3. And your winner of the match, Ryan Jordison. Ryan starts saying that the streak starts now, 1-0. I'm not sure how that's gonna be, but hey, whatever. Well, that was a great way to start the match. I don't pay attention to their football. Alex, sorry. Oh, stickball, gotcha. Okay, I don't pay attention to that either. Great, here comes the creepy guy.
Sorry to disturb you. You have received a message from Cybertron.
Well, apparently, he came out here without his manager. Well, Happy's obviously a cheery fellow. Another week, another lecture about darkness. Here we go again. And the last free FPV, I came with a nice surprise to all. Well, it was a surprise, alright, but don't know about the wall. I want to bring him here one more time. Oh, dear Lord. Hope he doesn't bring the severed arm. So, poor soul. Let us respect and welcome Coral Nightfire. Oh, you know, he almost ate me that week. Kept telling me I tasted good.
I'm gonna take a quick shower. Have nothing better to do. Plus, I gotta get washed up.
Well, well, well. The time is coming. The darkness world is coming to you, poor souls. And bring all the beauty of pain and suffering. Why does he sound like Pinhead? Eh, with blood, heads, and corpses all over the place. Ha 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 ha. It will be good to you. It's that will be good to you. I'm making sure I read that right. If you poor souls don't think that, no.
I was gonna ask you.
I don't care. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Well, that means more meat for me. Aren't these two just two peas in a pod? Our first step is to prepare this world to become part of the darkness world. Will be destroyed this federation. Pace to pace. Or better, let's take over this DSE and change for, let's see. What about DWE? Darkness World Entertainment. Good idea. Ha 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 ha. All the wrestlers, all the management, and all the view people will become the souls who will play the darkness world, and no one can stop us. Wait a minute, who's that out there? Lucas apparently is making his way out, and he says, wait just a minute. As Coral says, look who it is, Brenner. Well, well, the guy who I spread the blood last at the last free preview. Yeah, I admit it, Brenner. You made me bleed last week. It won't be the first, and it won't be the last. You would like to suffer? Good. I swear this man has laughed more times the last two times I've seen him than he ever has. But when you talk about changing a company I helped build, got got trouble coming for you. Well, I'm sure his blood does taste great, Brenner. And I'm kind of thirsty. Lucas, Lucas replies, I'm out here to challenge you again next week, Brenner, to another match 1-on-1. I think you don't stop until I take all the blood out of your body, right? So, well, I accept. As for you, Maester Nightfire, I've been I've been digging up some graves from your past, and I still got some researching to do. But next week at this time, I plan on having backup coming to make sure you don't put your hands on anyone. Well, Lucas, when the darkness beats you next week, there'll be two things I will do. I will drink your blood, or I will bathe in it. What does he think? He's Elizabeth Bathory now? Because no one defeat the darkness. Well, that was an interesting few words. I think I'm about to be sick. Well, folks, I don't know about you, but as morbid as that was, it's actually fitting for this time of year. Unfortunately for them, Halloween is 365 days a year. So I think with them with those words, I think we'll go ahead and move on. Out comes the DSE champion, Ryotaro Yoshida.
Yeah.
And his opponent is exact. Oh, we haven't seen exact here in a while. And we're going to have to see how he does against Ryotaro. Think I'm going to need a translator out here. Just saying. Oh, and Exact ends up slapping the DSE champion. As Ryotaro counters with a arm drag. We didn't take too lightly to that slap. And trading off, but Ryotaro coming off with a couple chops. As Exact ends up putting Ryotaro, the world champ, and a wrist lock and then a hammer lock. As Ryotaro performs a nice little flippy flop, making an escape. As all of a sudden, he comes off the rope and leg drops on exact. As Ryotaro gets thrown into the ropes by Exact, he takes the advantage there and drop kicks Exact in the face. As he uses that middle rope as a springboard to do a 180 leg drop. Picking up Exact. Exact is taking it to Ryotaro. With a nice DDT, just planing the champ's head in there as he goes for the pin. 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Ryotaro is coming back with a couple punches and a nice snap suplex. As he does, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that move. His own version of the Roll of Thunder. Either way, we got Exact getting up wobbly. Ooh, and as Ryotaro came running at him, he hits him with a Spy Buster. Now remember, folks, this is a non-title matchup. So now Exact throws Ryotaro in there and picks him up with and slams him with a sidewalk slam. As he goes for a pin. 1, 2. Almost a 3, but it was just a 2 count. And right now we got Exact arguing with the ref. And Exact right back to the attack. Well, nice insecurity by Exact. Right now we'll have Exact back on the attack on Ryotaro. Hits the tank, no hit. Looking like he's signaling for the Tokyo Nightlife as he climbs to the top of the chicken coop. As he goes for the pan. 1, 2, 3. And your winner, Ryotaro Yoshida. Well, folks, you know what time it is, right? Time for the main event. And this match is being made. Find out who is the Chaos Champion, seeing how Damian Hicks has been stripped of it earlier today. And your first entrant is none other than King Miller. That's right, Alex. You just gotta tell which one touches the floor first. Or something to that effect. Our second entrant is none other than the Southern Renegade, Danny Boy Firehawk.
Dad told you that already. Shit. I know.
Look at all the clothes are here.
They're chains and well, some is Dad's and some of it's mine. Mine was on the art room with all of that part and so.
Well, the dogs messed them all up, by the way. Because you put.
Got Southern Renegade in a headlock takedown. Right now, we got Danny Boy using his strength and working his way back up, just powering his way back up. Danny Boy taking it, not only reversing it into a wrist lock, but turns around, puts him in a hammer lock. And a German suplex for good measure. Danny Boy throwing King Miller there in the corner. As he goes to the other corner, we all know what that means. As he gets hit with the Southern Thunder. all that weight from Danny Boy up on coming crashing down in that corner on King Miller. As King Miller gets out of that headlock by shoving Danny Boy back against the ropes. And as King Miller decides to run back, they actually met himself with Danny's big old boot. As Danny Boy came off the rope with a leg drop of his own. And Danny Boy with a gorilla press, just holding up there King Miller. As he slams him down with that gorilla press slam. And here comes our next entrant, which is just seen him earlier tonight, Viper Rage. With a nice running knee. King Miller just dropping Danny Boy to the mat. The big boot there by Viper. Well, the Nightmare. And a nice DDT. Just dropping King Miller on his head. Well, Danny Boy's getting up.
Any seconds? Scotch. And Scotch? And Scotch. I do believe Phil suggests Junior. Junior? Is that
Oh, as Danny Boy comes charging in with a ground tackle.
What happened when they said we want to fire? But Phil said it's okay and everything, because they'll brought back twice as much. So that's what they said we were my silent bowl that I brought back from Belgium. That made
And a nice suplex there by Danny Boy on Viper Rage.
It's lame. It just says Bible, just Bible. You know what I mean? I have no idea. Good band. Keep it going. You gonna be okay? I'm sleeping. I know. But you're gonna be okay, right? You go to bed soon. Once they do right. I'm sure they have. I can't listen to more. Who's reading that? I'm ready a bit. Deep fried too! Deep fried too! Should get more traction. Maybe you run around town and replace the jump with this. Something on the camera. Gets it out of here. It'll drive the other crazy. It's a win-win. We're out of food. Oh, please. We're not eating for a year. Not funny. Whichever comes first. Next ain't Nick. How many do you see more trash cans? Just gone.
Danny Boy back there on King Miller with a big shove. Putting him up against the ropes. Danny Boy with that headlock there on King Miller.
Guess not. It's funny, we usually have something to say. Guess I'm all thought out. What's the matter, Jess? Why are you walking away? Get a little West Side Story. I don't really dance and skills and nuts, you know. But now's your chance, there's no one else around. Come on, they went to Boy Scout members for good. Farmer John.
With a neck wrecker there by Danny Boy.
I'll get it what happened. You suddenly lock me out? Oh, yeah, I was just about to let you can't do it. Okay, now we're getting some. Why? There's a fight about you really gonna think it's mine. So just forget it, okay? Just forget it. Go home. Let it rest.
The eye in the ropes.
It's like I'm sorry, you know, when all this happened to you and me and Rory, I figured I'd just stay in everyone's way. But that would be easy. Nah. I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, I'm gonna run from him. The glad man. This is my turn. I'm not hiding. And I don't want to be remotely calm around you anymore, and I like it. I like it. Happy Thanksgiving, Jess.
And here comes the fourth entry. Brenner Adder.
So, how's the 4 dinners work out? You guys need some more stuff.
I don't know. Is this more stuff than the Great Six Flags hot dog consumption in 99? No. Or the tacky rate in 10? See, we didn't need my parents because they upset, so we really had 3 dinners on board, which means. What do you next? Oh, yeah. Hey, do you know what it's like?
No, come on.
Just
As Danny Boy goes in and attacks Brenner. Got King Miller sitting in the corner. Right now, it just seems like we got 2 men sitting on the mat while the other 2 are kind of, well, one's kind of standing, the other one's standing up on his own.
wow! Are you serious? I am serious.
Oh, as Brenner goes on the attack on Danny Boy. They're trading punches. As Brainerd does the DDT. Well, looks like right now we got Viper and Brainerd staring each other down. And Brainerd calling for a Darkness Destroyer. Oh, here comes our last entrant. Okay, second to last. Sorry, I'm getting corrected.
We'll just start by splitting the integral from two separate integrals. Since the left integral is variable constant exponent, remember C is the constant. Add 1 and divide by the new power.
That's right, Viper is out. That by Brainerd. And the phenomenal Jamal Travis is making his way to the ring.
U equals 3p. Pick up the same place tomorrow.
Particular educational experience? Classes over. Yep. What are you talking about? Ask Louise. I didn't take notes. I didn't pay attention. I'm going to just fine. Thank you. Madam, 2 P's. Add 1 and divide by the new power. What is it? Add 1 and divide by the Jew power. It makes much more sense. You must have learned language too. Okay, so on to the next thing. I don't think I'll have to.
Because Danny Boy comes out of the corner and does a Southern Thunder there on King Miller, who wasn't expecting it. And we've got Brainerd, Adder, and the phenomenal Jamal Travis locking horns.
Yeah, you said I was nowhere to go. Meeting this week was lazy, ineffectual, and we were going to do it like that. We'll just fire ourselves in Texas. Fine. You guys want to sit around for an hour?
And Danny Boy is taking it to King Miller as he gets up and does the 1-2 tan. I believe he called that power bomb DDT combo. I think he called the Darkness Crusher. Last time I seen him do it. As Danny Boy also took King Miller up to the top and did a superplex.
Take a picture of what Jack wins, will you? I did. He bought me a ticket, and I took the train to Philadelphia and met me at the station. I said, Christmas and his family. Sounds nice. No, not nice. It was perfect. They had a Christmas tree 12 feet tall. Everything was red and silver, and there was eggnog. Have you ever had eggnog? Yes, I have. It's disgusting. Yes, it is. So disgusting in a really great way. And right
now we've got We had Danny Boy and Brenner going at it. King Miller is out cold.
Place smelled like cinnamon all the time, and there was fire in the fireplace and a ton of presents. I mean,
Like right now, they're trading off left and right.
Who was the skin point that thought of that deal? Don't the 8 days symbolize something? Yes, it symbolized 8 days of ripping off little kids who can't have a home. You're making me sad. It's not about the present. Well, that says something. What does it say? It said that Jamie likes you enough that she felt compelled to buy you a lunch. At the most amazing time, sitting around the tree, opening presents. They played Christmas music and drank apple cider. It was so nice. And then his grandfather and I wound up in a theological discussion. Jesus, Messiah?
Hey, who's this coming out?
Skip to the end. I can't take it. How did you not? He told me he loved me. Oh, parents. I never thought I'd hear a boy tell me he loved me.
And apparently, Cruel Nightfire is our last entry for the night.
The big price rise from the dead. I'm so there. Jamie's a lucky man. Michelle thinks I'm really angry. What did you say? No. What do you mean you don't know? All you can say was welcome to Star Hollow. That's it. No, I thought you did. You're going to get angry and throw breadsticks in your Michelle. I'm only going to say one word.
Oh, and Jamal with that spine buster.
Be careful. And Vincent, Lorelai's thinking, well, your father's 60th birthday dinner is that one. What 60th birthday dinner? The one that I planned Wednesday night. Oh, of course you would have. He wouldn't be alive.
And Cruel caught Jamal with that big boot. As Cruel picks him up, Danny Boy turns around and starts beating the hell out of Cruel. Jamal back on Brenner. Oh, it looked like he's going for his signature move there, but Cruel ended up just finishing with the, or not Cruel, but Brenner ends up going for a punch, breaking it. Right now they're going on and off, trading off blows.
I hope I'm not disturbing you. No, absolutely not. I just wanted to. Don't keep your cup. I have a spider.
As Cruel gets out of Danny Boy's grip by a kick to the gut.
Yeah. I see.
Are you going into a vertical suplex?
Okay. Because you don't want to use very much anyhow, so I would get rid of it. Yeah, that'd be great. Just careful. You're going to be talking. Don't let them get away. There's them behind. Let's look after me. Please do I can't completely have a question for me. Right, did you, oh, yeah. Don't let his family see you. The spiders are vindictive. Rory? Can we do pizza tonight at the time of setting? Sure, sounds great. Let's go. The door's open because Dean's here. Hi. Dean threw out a spider for me. I just came by to drop off some of your stuff. Just some what you want.
It looks like King Miller there getting his breath.
Thanks, Dean.
And Brenner got himself eliminated by running at Jamal, and Jamal with that back body drop, while Danny Boy does a DDT on Cruel. And King Miller just finds himself out there on the stairs. I got 2 eliminated. Now we got down to 4 combatants in the ring, folks. Who will walk out Chaos Champion? As we got Cruel Nightfire taking out King Miller. And Cruel with that blatant chokehold on Miller. I mean, the only way to actually lose and get eliminated is to be thrown over the ropes. I had both feet touch the floor. King Miller hits a jawbreaker. I don't even know what the hell that was King Miller with that running knee, taking down Cruel Nightfire. Jamal back to his feet. As he hits a temple kick, but it seems to take more out of him than Jamal there. I saw the Thunder there and Jamal Travis in the corner. Not usually a good spot to be there when Danny Boy's in the ring. As Danny Boy shoves Jamal back into the corner. Cruel with a big boot there, but Danny Boy with another superplex on another guy, on Jamal. And there was a standing power bomb there by Cruel onto King Miller. And the fatigue just is catching up to all of them. Cruel the first one to his fate. As Jamal is just trying to take it there to Cruel as he throws him into the ropes. And Danny Boy once again with the Southern Thunder on them And Jamal with that spear. Jamal throwing Gruel against the ropes, but he caught the ropes. And here comes Jamal with a clothesline over the top rope and eliminating Gruel. I noticed some thunder there on King Miller. And there was 3. And Danny Boy hits the cowboy up on Jamal. As we got King Miller there on top of the chicken coop, just waiting. And hitting that flying clothesline, taking out both competitors. King Miller throws Jamal into the ropes. As Danny Boy catches King Miller from behind with a big boot. Well, we got Jamal and Danny Boy locking horns. As Danny Boy lifts up Jamal for a gorilla press slam. As Danny Boy threw Jamal into the ropes. He got caught with it by his boot on the way back. Right now, Jamal found himself in a precarious situation. Gets hit by a double super kick, which knocks him out of the ring. Jamal has been eliminated. And King Miller once again on the attack on Danny Boy, not giving him any room, giving him the 1-2-10. Quarter gut punches taking Danny down to one knee. I ain't doing it again. As Danny does a sit-down powerbomb later on Miller.
I'll talk to you later.
And Danny Boy manages to eliminate King Miller, which makes him the winner and new Chaos Champion. Well, congratulations there, Danny Boy. That was one harder fought. and you are one of the first two entries in that match. Alright, folks, that's it for this evening's event. Catch us next week at Monday at 4 p.m. SLT for the next installment of DSE. Hopefully it's the Apocalypse, but DSE. This has been Slick Rick, your host and commentator, and we're out. No, I'm out here, folks. I'll catch y'all later.
This video was filmed on location by Zarrakan Productions. Zarrakan Productions is an umbrella group for many YouTube shows and businesses both inside and outside of Second Life. Please go to Zarrakan.com for a complete listing of shows and businesses associated with Zarrakan Productions and their own media links. Zarrakan Productions shows have been organized alphabetically in playlists in a year, month, day format for easier video navigation. Multiple part videos have been named accordingly, starting with part 1, and the last video of a multiple part video series will have end as a part of its title. Please like, comment, and share this video as it helps both Zarrakan Productions and the creators of this video's content. Also, be sure to check the playlists for past episodes of show content, and subscribe to this channel for future videos. Thank you for watching, and happy wandering.